Hey everyone, I'm Monica from the Expert Circle at Kontent.ai, and today I'm joined by fellow Expert Circle member and Senior Product Manager Martin Malenovsky. We're tackling all of your questions about the value of AI agents in content management and Kontent.ai's Agentic CMS. Enjoy! Hey Martin, are you ready to tackle the top questions around Agentic CMS?
Yeah, hey Monica, let's do it.
All right, sounds good. So the first question that has come in is, what is actually Agentic AI for content management?
That's a great question. The agentic AI, it's something with help us to bring something what we call the autonomous content management, where AI can take over predictable work or mundane tasks, and humans just oversee strategy, exceptions, and making decisions without doing boring stuff.
That sounds great. So let's get a little bit deeper into the value of bringing AI agents to support your large-scale content management.
Yeah, I do believe that the biggest value of agentic AI is about the drastic increase of efficiency, or on the other hand, the drastic reduction in time to complete both routine and expert tasks. What used to take days or weeks now can run in seconds or hours, because then the agents can are here to help you.
Yeah, that sounds pretty fantastic to me. So let's see. The third question that we've got coming in is, how does Agentic CMS actually work? So we've got the value prop going, we've got some exciting ideas about what it can do for us, but how's it working?
Yeah, I think that nowadays probably everybody is familiar with the large language models or artificial intelligence, and agentic CMS. It's you can imagine it as a language model which is trained to understand the tool it's using. So it could be ChatGPT or Sonnet, and with knowledge of Content.ai. So it's capable of understanding what the workflow is, what's a workflow transition, what are the permissions, what's publishing, what's a content asset, content type. So then you can just use a standard chat interface, but the tool is capable of executing all kind of actions which is doable by user in Content.ai.
So you spend a lot of time talking to our customers. Can you share what are the top use cases for Agentic AI in content management?
Yeah, definitely. I think that there are basically two use cases which I see very valuable for our customers. One consists about the content auditing, because a content audit is something what usually it's quite tedious, and it's a long running task, because you have to set a strategy, which of course takes some time. Then you have to find a team of people being able to go through through the content inventory and check the existing content, and decide if it's okay or not okay according to a newly set strategy. And then you have results, and you have to get a team of people, or maybe it's the same team, but still, then have to take an actions. They have to adjust not fitting content, and it can take even weeks in big teams with a big number of content items. But here with the agentic CMS, you have a agent which can help you with setting up the goal, because very probably your goal is not so different or so unique, so it can help you set up the goal. And then it's capable of just in the background go through your content inventory and check all your existing content according to content strategy, and then in kind of widget or card provide the results, when you can see that, I don't know, 85% of your inventory is fine, 10% should be checked, and 5% it's definitely wrong. And then it's as well capable of providing suggestions how to improve the content. So you can just really only control what's happening, and be there only for the last few remaining percent of the content which really requires a check. But the rest of the content audit was done by agent, basically. So you are able to save a lot of time. And the second use case is something that I would call the mass content manipulation, which typically, let's imagine a situation that you are changing your brand guidelines, and you decided you would stop using any kind of militarized words, and you need to find it and replace it everywhere. The problem is that even the specification of the militarized words can be very broad. And what's great about the agents is that it's understand the context, so it's able to go through all the items and find all kind of words which can be considered, and even in the context where they are used as a militarized, and then it can just provide a report to you, or just directly replace them by something that makes sense and not changing the meaning of the content items.
Yeah, absolutely. I can imagine, as you mentioned, our customers deal with tons of content, and it's probably only growing. They have tons of teams, maybe even many different languages. So any sort of mass actions that can be done is almost impossible without some sort of support running in the background.
Yeah. And maybe I've another one that's something what I was discussing with one of the customers recently, and as a agentic system is definitely extensible, so you can add even more agents, like a third-party agents, and we are about to test use case where you can use an agent from the content performance system, which you can link into Kontent.ai, and then in Kontent.ai interface use the data from the content performance platform as an input for further content creation or content review.
That's really exciting, and I can imagine gets more exciting when you do talk to customers and you get to hear their issues. So I wanted to ask the next question, where you've spent time getting people hyped up about the principles of headless CMS. Now you get to get people hyped up about the possibilities of Agentic CMS. So how do they fit together?
They fit together very well. Agentic CMS augments headless CMS with AI agents. The headless CMS, it's about the type of content you are producing, that it's structured content, it's reusable. And agentic CMS is about the way how you are producing the content, and the how is with the focus on efficiency. So your agentic CMS replaces slow and manual point and click interfaces with conversational interactions where the user is just speaking or chatting with an agent.
Nice. So we were the first CMS with these native AI skills, AI accelerators, and people have been using these to great success to speed up some of the daily grind of content management. And so I'm sure the next question will be, when should I use AI accelerators, and when is this sort of agentic interactive interface more my style?
Great question. Definitely the AI accelerators are like smaller, very specialized tools, which they are doing exactly what you ask them. It's about the translations, about reviewing, and they are quick, they are specialized. With the agents, they are like more broader, and they are more capable of in general. But you are discussing with them, you are asking them, they are able to do it in the bulk, and the agentic agents are. I think that I'm not afraid to say it's like a new way how to use a product, especially for business users, because now they don't need the developers for scripting, because usually sometimes the customer came to us and asked us how to do this stuff, and we said the ideal way is to go create a script for management API. Now you have an agent, you can just provide instructions, prompt in chat, and the agent will execute the operation. You don't need a script. You don't need to know what actually a management API is, and you don't need to wait for time and backlog of your development team.
Yeah, so it frees up a lot of the business users to maybe execute on some of their big ideas, when before maybe there was time constraints on both sides of the business to be able to do that. So you mentioned this already, but you did say that the Agentic CMS is extensible. So can we talk a little bit about that? And can customers bring in their own LLMs as well?
Definitely. As I mentioned, it is extendable in a few ways. One is you can include more agents, okay, from third-party tools or more specialized agents. And the agents, they are just cooperate together. Actually, you will have one interface, it's a general agent, and he's able to contact other agents and just to speed up the things. So you can add more agents to enhance the set of features you actually can do. At the same time, you can bring your LLM, especially for customers with their own trained LLM for very specific purposes. Definitely, you can go and add it into the system as a new agent or as a main LLM. There's definitely not a problem. And the LLM, it's like a brain of the whole agentic CMS or those agents.
So the other question that people have been asking is AI learning from our data, Martin?
No, no, we are not letting any LLM use custom data for training, and we are using only generic LLMs provided by the owners. And when we want to improve the efficiency, we are doing in ways like better prompting and providing better context to existing LLMs. But definitely, no, we are not letting any LLM use customers data for training.
So we're really excited about Agentic CMS. Martin, I want to thank you so much for joining us today and answering some of the top questions that are coming in. And I'm sure there will be more. So as we collect more and more, we can continue to answer them and keep folks up to date on this exciting development. And for folks listening, if you want to get into the exclusive preview of Kontent.ai's Agentic CMS, make sure to join our waitlist. Martin, thanks for joining us today. Have a good one.
Thank you, Monica. Bye.